So, this is going to be interesting. I know from my last experience of making a video like this that I have to watch what I'm saying because a lot of people misunderstood my point. So I'm not gonna make the same mistake here. Witcher 4 being woke is not a new topic. People started talking about it nearly as soon as the project was announced. And with every comment anyone from CDPR made, the topic got hotter. But fortunately, now we have the comment of Doug Cockle, the voice of Geralt of Rivia, who needs no introduction. We all know him for how sweet of the guy he is, and he talks about this topic in a very funny way that suits his character. I also have few things to add myself, most of which I will keep for the end of the video so you can hear his opinion first. But I just have this to say before we get into that. There is a lot of negativity about Witcher 4 and it's crazy. Because apart from the fact that Ciri is the main character, we know next to nothing about the game. And people are already stating that the game is going to be a garbage, it's doomed to fail and it's going to be woke and bad. First off, how do you know? There is no Witcher 4 out there. And there is almost no information about the game either. How can you so confidently judge something that doesn't exist? That said, I understand the real fans who are concerned that Witcher 4 might not live up to its legacy, in a sense of staying true to the lore and controversial world that is Witcher. We all know Witcher is edgy, and media in general these days seems like to have lost its edge. It avoids controversial dialogues in fear of offending people, which doesn't at all suit the morally grey world of The Witcher, where good and bad are not so clear. The Witcher beautifully represents two sides of argument, and in most of the cases there is no 100% good and evil. And even when there is an obvious villain, The Witcher gives him or her the chance to talk. So yes, the concerns of fans is understandable, but that's something we have to find out little by little as CDPR reveals more, and personally I have faith in them. They have so far delivered us epic stories and unforgettable characters, both in Witcher games and Cyberpunk. However, the thing that I don't like is people trying to get their hands on anything to say that Witcher 4 is doomed to fail. They spread negativity around the game, and honestly, when the game releases, if you look at it with that mindset, you are not going to enjoy the game because you will look for the flaws everywhere. Am I 100% sure that Witcher 4 won't be bad? No. But I'm also not going to judge it without any information. I'm not going to make Witcher 4 is woke video every other day for content. I would not also, like some people, call the fans crazy for having concerns. But enough already. Let's hear the man.
The entire Game Awards chat spanning woke because The Witcher 4 has you playing as Ciri, a woman, is everything that is wrong with gaming culture. I wouldn't say that's everything that's wrong with gaming culture, but I do think that that's just stupid. It's not woke. There's nothing woke about it. It's a cool character from The Witcher, and they're going to focus on that character. I think that's awesome. We can't just have Geralt for every single game for The Witcher ad nauseum out through eternity. Besides, we've seen the end of Geralt's journey. Blood and Wine was supposed to wrap up Geralt's journey. I celebrate Ciri. I celebrate her being the protagonist. So all you people who think it's woke, if you read the books, then you understand why CD Projekt went down this avenue. There's a whole rich world of stuff to explore with Ciri that they didn't do when when they put her into Witcher 3 because the story was about Geralt. But she hints at it. If you think it's woke, read the damn books. They're good, first of all, and secondly, you won't think it's so woke anymore.
He mentions a very good point. Some people are calling Witcher 4 woke just because Ciri is the main character. First of all, I believe when people mention woke, at least in the video game industry, they are talking about games with bland and boring storyline, where the whole point is enforcing their ideology on you, where good and evil are completely clear and characters are one-dimensional. They can't be gray areas. They are either good or bad. But let's see how Witcher and CDPR have so far handled issues like racism and sexism. Witcher books and games have plenty of female characters, like Yennefer or Triss, both of them incredibly strong people. Triss is going through a lot of difficulties, risking her life to save the mages from Radovid. Or Yennefer, for example, a woman who doesn't listen to anyone and breaks every rule to get what she wants. If you stand before her and Ciri, you are as good as dead. We have plenty of other women like Shani, Anna Henrietta, Sienna, and the list goes on, all of whom are strong women and complex characters. They are not perfect, they make mistakes, they have their flaws, and that's what makes them interesting. Witcher 3 represents this strong woman in a natural way that is not condescending. It doesn't keep reminding you, hey, they are strong, did you catch that? Or have Geralt say, Yen, you are a very strong independent woman. No, the game does not do that. Instead, it respects your intelligence to explore every character for yourself. It speaks through actions. The game shows you who they are instead of reminding you, hey, they are strong. It doesn't work that way, and that's the magic of good writing. Or racism, for example. The game tackles the issue wonderfully. You have men who hate elves and treat them poorly, but on the other hand you have Scoia'tael, an elven group who robs and slaughters human beings. Yes, what humans do is wrong, but what about Scoia'tael? Does it justify them to slaughter people? It lets you think for yourself, make your own decisions and act on that. It doesn't force you to choose a side or tell you, look, humans are bad and racist because of this and that. And finally, let's talk about Bloody Baron, a man who abused his wife and traumatized his daughter by being drunk all the time and beating his wife. I think we can all agree he is a piece of trash for that. And what he did was wrong on so many levels. But the game lets you hear him, a man who has lost everything, a broken sad man who now knows he was wrong and wants nothing but a chance to make up for his mistakes. We can see that he really has changed and is willing to give his life to save his family. He's not a one-dimensional bad character. He's a remorseful, broken man who has realized his mistakes, but unfortunately, it's too late for him. But again, the good part is, the game isn't like, hey, he's a bad man. Did you realize that he's a bad man? It speaks not through forcing you, but through an epic story. A story with a lot of morally grey areas. And I hope with every cell of my body that CDPR does it again in The Witcher 4. I know there are a lot of people out there who are spreading negativity about the game, just for views' sake, but there are also people who shut down genuine concerns of the fans. Personally, if I had to bet, I would bet on CDPR delivering again, but unfortunately, not me, nor anyone else, can 100% guarantee it's gonna be good. But at least let's wait until we have more information, or we see the reviews for the game. The only legit concern that I have for the game is that my GTX 6050 won't be able to play it. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below.